Hi everyone! Welcome back to our channel. And for those who are new, welcome! We hope you enjoy your stay. This is the second of a three-part video of our most recent trip to the US Virgin Islands. So if you haven't already, please watch our first video, St. Thomas. Today, we are taking you to St. John. St. John is the smallest of the three US Virgin Islands, which are located in the Caribbean Sea. Though it is the smallest of the three main US Virgin Islands, St. John's unspoiled beauty is perhaps the greatest found anywhere in the Caribbean. Showcasing the natural beauty of the Caribbean, St. John offers visitors pristine splendor amid modern luxuries. Originally settled by the Arawak and Carib Indians, the island has a history as rich as its landscape. The United States purchased St. John from the Danish West India and Guinea Company in 1917. In 1956, Lawrence Rockefeller donated more than 5,000 acres of the island to the National Park Service. With 2/3 of the island designated as a national park, St. John has some of the world's most beautiful beaches, renowned for its crystal sands and underwater nature trail, and it is just one of the many memorable beaches of St. John. The three main US Virgin Islands each has a nickname. St. Thomas is known as Rock City, St. Croix is known as Twin City, and St. John was called Love City.
Bomb the water because we were actually swimmers, we were actually farmers. They would bomb the water. This beach over here is Francis Bay. Okay, that's the only beach in the Western Hemisphere that's actually named after slave. These slaves and jump to their death. Okay? A lot of the folks here are related to the folks in Tortola. We all in the same family. Virgin Islands back then was Danish. It was a slave state. On that side, it was free. So a lot of the Africans used to swim across. To Tortola, and they have another port where you're going to Browns Bay. They would actually bomb the water because we were actually swimmers, we were actually farmers. He was so good at what he did that his slave master gave him that whole entire peninsula right there. John Smith is, right? Yeah. He's my descendant also.
Wow.
I'm not proud of that, but he is. You gotta accept what is, you know? Also, another descendant of mine, he was a decent guy to say in the Americas. You know William Penn. You know who he is? Yeah. Do you? No? University of Pennsylvania.
Wow.
Okay? William Penn is named, the University of Pennsylvania is named after William Penn. William Penn actually left the Americas and came here. He lived on the island of Tortola, and his whole descendants are the second largest family in the entire West Indies.
Wow, thanks. USVI is a popular tourist destination because of their beautiful climate, stunning beaches, and Western infrastructure. Yay, tap water! Almost all public water, hotel, and restaurant tap water is safe to drink. When in doubt, just ask. We made it to the Leinster Bay Trail, a flat, mile-long trail that follows the shoreline of Leinster Bay from the end of the paved road beyond the Annaberg Sugar Mill parking lot. This trail will provide us access to Waterlemon Key, a popular snorkeling destination in St. John. Waterlemon Key is the #1 destination for snorkeling on St. John, and the reputation is well deserved. Its off-the-beaten-path location is one reason this spot is on the top of most people's list of things to do on St. John. The other reason is the diversity of marine life and dramatic location. Wow, that was amazing. Annaberg Sugar Plantation is a former sugar factory and plantation on the island of St. John. Annaberg was named after William Gottschalk's daughter and translates to Anna's Hill. Gottschalk was the plantation owner. Slave labor was used to clear densely forested hillsides and to terrace the slopes around Annaberg to make farming possible. Slave labor was also used to plant, harvest, and process the sugarcane. When slavery was abolished, plantations were divided. The 518 acres that were once Annaberg Plantation were divided into smaller farms. St. John was the site of a famous slave rebellion. Slavery was a major industry in the Virgin Islands for more than 200 years. For a brief period, though, the brutal institution was turned on its head. In 1733, enslaved individuals belonging to the Amina people of Ghana's Ashanti Empire, including several tribal leaders, defeated a garrison of Danish soldiers stationed at a fort on Coral Bay. The action sparked an uprising, and for 6 months, St. John's slaves controlled the island. In May 1734, French troops arrived and regained control. It would be more than a century before slavery was outlawed in the Virgin Islands. Today, the plantation ruins are protected by the Virgin Islands National Park and are open to the public. Mayho Crossroads is a minimum footprint, energy efficient, self-powered pop-up village across the street from Mayho Beach in St. John. The property consists of a tiki bar on a movable trailer, a VW bus conversion food truck, and a couple of shipping container stores. Virgin Islands National Park occupies more than half of the island. Its forests shelter resident and migratory birds, including cuckoos, warblers, and hummingbirds. The mangroves at Hurricane Hole in the east support corals and anemones. Dolphins inhabit the island's waters, which also host hawksbill and green turtles. The USVI rely on ocean water desalination or reverse osmosis and rainwater for fresh water supply. A big part of planning our vacation to St. John is figuring out how to get around. St. John has a ton of areas that are worth exploring and visiting. Travelers have a few options when it comes to getting around the different parts of the island. One of the best ways to see St. John is by car. However, since we're only staying for a day trip, we decided to skip the car and hop on a dollar taxi. Taxi rates are set by the island's taxi association and fares are posted throughout the island. Besides being less expensive than a vehicle rental, using taxis to get around St. John means not having to find a parking spot and not having to drive on the left side of the road. You were warned! For today's lunch, we are living the dream at High Tide Bar and Seafood Grill. Just a few steps away from the Cruise Bay ferry dock on the beach, open-air dining with the best sea view on St. John. Relax with the sound of waves on the beach, a shady canopy, and the friendliest, most down-to-earth staff on the island. High Tide serves breakfast, lunch, happy hour, and dinner daily. watch an unforgettable Caribbean sunset, or catch a game on one of their big screens. The choice is yours. As always, thank you for spending your precious time with us. We hope that you enjoyed our video. And please don't forget to watch our St. Croix video, the third part of our US Virgin Islands trip. Links are at the description box down below. Bye, and see you on our next one.